Hello, Throttle Club and E39 source. I'm Michael Lapointe, and this is my 2000 BMW 540i. 4.4 liter automatic transmission in jet black. And just taking a look around, you can see that there's not any major body damage anywhere on the car, besides these little hood nicks right here. That's a good one. But besides that, is not really any body damage or dings or big dents on the car, which I'm very happy about. This car has style 66 wheels, pre-facelift headlights, which I will most likely be replacing soon. As you notice, the car is fairly dirty. I just didn't have the time to wash it since I live in Oregon, and if it's not raining, then there's pollen and bugs everywhere, so very hard to keep your car clean here. I have this car straight piped. Which I know is frowned upon with these cars, but I like loud noise and waking people up, so yeah. I'll probably get a muffler on it at some point in time in the future, but right now it's staying as is. The major problems I have with the outside are the headlights, for sure. They're old, they're foggy. Right now they're covered in bugs, but this one over here actually has a leak, and so it's getting a lot of condensation on the inside of the headlight, which you can't really see right now because there is none, but when it rains, it fogs up real good, which is not awesome. Also, there's a problem with the adjusters, so they point like straight down at the road, and there's some fading right here. And then another problem I have is bumper. It's a pre-facelift bumper, which I will be replacing with the M Sport bumper or a M5 bumper, but there's some damage on it right here behind on this shroud thing, and then there's some damage down here where it ripped, and then on the belly pan there's a part where it actually scraped and then like burned some of it off, so there's a big chunk of the belly pan missing, which is not awesome. I'll probably replace that in the near future. Another problem is that the kidney grills are like falling out, so I'll replace those with some M style kidney grills. When I got the car, the bumper over here was falling off. As you can tell, there's a lot of damage with the bumper, but the bumper is falling off, so I had to remount it, but it's still not seating exactly where it's supposed to. On both sides. I mean, this side's better, but the other side is not awesome. So, taking a look at the interior, it's fairly well maintained. There's no like huge blemishes or cracks or anything like that. The seats have a little bit of wear on them right here. And over here, the passenger side's not bad at all, but this one just has a rip right here, and then yeah. There's a chip on the trim right here, and there's some cracks right here in the normal spots, and then there's a crack right here, which I know is normal in these cars. So this car is equipped with an automatic transmission, which, believe me, I'd rather have a manual, but I'm happy with how this car was when I bought it. It has 121,000 miles on it, so it's doing fairly well for being a 20-year-old BMW. I will probably replace this with a manual transmission at some point in time soon. Not soon, actually, probably further in the future, but now it's keeping me happy. So I put some aftermarket cup holders in because the cup holders before suck and they need to hold stuff. So let me just unlock my car real quick. Another thing that I found wrong was that it doesn't make any noise besides the locks unlocking. When you press the unlock button, it doesn't make any beeping or like usual car unlocking noises. So the backseat of this car is in fairly good condition. The leather is super nice, besides these little, like, I'm not really sure what these are, if they're scratches or dirt marks or anything like that, but they're in fairly good condition and they're comfortable, so I like that. This car is also equipped with the sunshades, so it has a sunshade here and a sunshade here, and then if I turn the car up, the rear one goes up like that. Which I actually had to replace because the one before was broken, which that job is not very fun. So if you don't have to do it, then don't do it. But there's this DSP amp that you have to take off, and you have to pull the whole shelf out and pull the seats out, so not a very fun job. Another problem that's normal, but these cup holders are broken, which that's normal, and they're crappy, so I'll replace those with probably the cubby at some point in time. And then also these are broken right here on all four, which I don't really know how to fix, so if anyone has any ideas on that, I would love to hear them, because I don't like the way that looks and I want to get fixed. The trunk is in good condition. It came with a WeatherTech cargo liner, which is super nice to have because if there's any spills or something, which you could tell right here there already was, it didn't get on the carpet, so that was nice. And this car came with the original BMW sunshade right here. See, this is BMW. Very nice sunshade. This car is equipped with a fat noise. I'm not really sure what it is, but the person who owned it before me put this in, and it's loaded with some songs on it, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna replace it with the BMW CD changer, which came with the car, so I'm just gonna do that. I also have ordered a blue bus for my car, because if you didn't notice when I was in the car, it has DSP, which is not very nice and makes it fairly difficult to find an adequate way to find music and play music off of your phone. So yeah, but the carpet's in super good shape. The light works up here. Yeah. Something cool with this car is that there's no bubbling down here, which I know is a very rare thing, or a fairly rare thing for these cars, is bubbling right there, but there is absolutely none. I mean, little one right there, but besides that, there's none. So that's nice. I'm also noticing now that this fender liner is cracked, so I'll probably replace that if I do the bumper. Not if, when. I'm gonna replace the headlights. I'm gonna replace these with the white ones, the Euro spec ones, and then I'm gonna replace these with the Euro spec ones also, because I'm not liking the orange very much, which is a normal thing to not enjoy on these cars. The trim on the outside is kind of cracking a little bit in some places. Up here there's some, and then this thing came out. I don't know what it is, but it came out for some reason, and it doesn't fall off, but it like slides out. So yeah, and then the trim on the outside is not in great condition, but it's not horrible. So all right, we can give her a start. This car is equipped with a Uniden R3 radar detector. It's very nice. I like it. Not as good as the Valentina probably, but it's good for what situation I'm in right now. There are no lights on in this car. There's no check engine light, no nothing. This car is in fairly good condition. It's very mechanically sound. I'm not really hearing any Vanos rattle, so the Vanos rattle isn't bad. Couple problems: the automatic transmission fluid O-ring needs to be replaced right here. As you can see, there's a lot of fluid. And then the oil filter, that needs to be replaced, the bushing right there, because it's very shaky. And then the cabin filter housing does need to be replaced because this clip right here broke off, and I kind of super glued it together as a temporary option, which isn't that bad. It's not, the alarm's not going off or anything, but it is kind of just flimsy. So yeah, it's fine for how it is. The valve cover, or the engine cover, has a little scratch right here. That's not that big of a deal. If you couldn't tell, when I closed the hood, the kidney grills like fell out. So we'll be replacing those soon. I'll give a couple revs before I go. I think it sounds fairly nice. Some people may not, but I like loud cars, as I said, so. And it pops and gurgles a little bit, so. Anyways, that is my 2000 BMW 540i, and thanks for watching.